Hello everybody, and welcome to the first episode of my career mode in Project Cars 2. We're running the Ginetta Juniors Championship. I forgot to record qualifying, but we qualified towards the back here for Oulton Park. Let's just see what we can do here. It's a full 15-minute race. As the lights are out, away we go. It's a decent start for us. We're going to jump up a couple spots here. And down into turn 1, up 4 spots here off the start. Or at least close to it. Only 3, never mind, we're going to try and get around our teammate. A very aggressive move. We're still alongside them. Will we be able to make the pass stick here on this opening lap? Down, and we do clear. A little bit aggressive, squeezed our teammate out, but we did get through. So this is going to be an interesting championship here. Obviously, the first here as we make a little contact making a pass, but we're going to be aggressive here to start, especially considering we're starting in the back. Sometimes it can be hard to pass the AI in this game. I'm running 100 difficulty, so 100% AI difficulty and 100% aggression for the AI. But we're coming up to the end of the first lap here, and it's been a pretty decent start for us here. I don't know what I was doing there. Final corner, we go wide. It is very hard to get that corner right sometimes, especially on the opening lap, but here we go. Down the main straightaway to complete the first lap of this race. So this was a fun race to do, but it's going to be really interesting just to watch back as I go wide in turn 1. We do have to get a slow down here to avoid a penalty, and we did just that. So now the goal here was just to start running down the leaders. Obviously it's going to be a little tough, but I see these guys fighting up ahead, and that's going to check them up, and that'll really help us here as they're fighting, shoving each other off the track, and this is really going to help us gain. As they're shoving each other off the track again, we're still gaining on these two. Down into the braking zone. You want to be aggressive here on the throttle, but very careful with the curbing. As you saw there, we got sideways as soon as we touched it. But down into the final corner again, those two still fighting up ahead. Down to second gear, and we're going to get through the corner a little sideways on exit. But we did close the gap on this lap. So let's go on for let's just go for a ride around this track. Up to 5th gear, heading into the first corner, down to 3rd during the first corner. You definitely want to get lower than I did, but it's still fine. This is where it gets interesting. 5th gear here. A lift off to not go too wide, as we did still go wide and caught the curb. Down to 2nd gear though, we're fighting now. 4th position, we're going to just cover him off. Here, flat out, probably 3rd or 4th gear, whatever you're closest to running. Uphill, you might, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know why I just quit looking, but we nearly drove it into the wall. But up to 5th gear, down into the braking zone, down to 3rd, right back on the throttle. And that'll close you a ton. Now coming to this final corner, remember a hard braking zone as we're making a pass here. We're going to be up to 5th. On the brakes here, in between those two signs, down to 2nd. We make a little contact. Want to run right out to the curbing. And that's the run up to the line, and that'll be a lap around Oulton Park. But, we've definitely made up some time. I believe we're in the 4th spot here. So, for our first race, this is great. Very aggressive through the first corner, just trying to close in on the top 3. But it's definitely going to be interesting to see how this career mode goes, as we got very close. You really don't want to get into those, or go wide in that corner, because you will go for a ride. It's still very early on in this race. It's going to be interesting to see how the rest of this race goes. Down into the braking zone, very wide, right out to the grass. We actually got wheels there. So, still very early on in this race, we're going to be looking to try and make up some ground. We skipped ahead a bit now, right on the back bumper of this car, of the third place car. We slide it in. Very aggressive move. They got the run off the corner though, still side by side. And we're going to just try and squeeze them as much as possible, and we clear them there. Very aggressive move now, trying to close this gap to second as they go wide. Now looking, we have to check up though. They really slowed us up through that corner. Looking for the move, and we're going to make an attempt here into the final corner, just squeezing, and we are clear, but they send it back down the inside, contact. But we're going to hold on to the second spot and try to run down the leader now. Now on to the next lap. We're closing this gap to the race leader here, trying to do whatever we can to get by him. We're going to just pile on the pressure down into the corner. We send it. They go a little bit wider than us. We are right there, really aggressive on the curbing. Just looking to take this lead away. We had a thought into the final corner, not going to be quite there. Through the final corner though, very aggressive on the curbing, sliding out of the on exit. We want to win the first race of our career. You see their personal best trying to run down this leader into turn one. Yet again, a little bit earlier off the gas, but right back onto the throttle, looking for a move here. Are we there? Are we close enough to make the move?
7 minutes to go.
No, not yet. We're going to have to back out. We're going to go a little wide, keep it out of the grass though. Down into the braking zone now, really aggressive on the curb. Nearly put it out wide. Right on the back bumper of the race leader here. We are not going to let him go. Still looking for a move. Now we're looking, still looking. Are we going to try and make the move here on the inside through this corner? We're looking, not quite there on the curb again. Just being as aggressive as possible. Now we're going to have to defend for second. Into the final corner, we're going to hold on. But he's going to send one. Actually clips us, nearly spins us out. Big save. And now it's just going to be trying to run the leader back down here. We skip ahead to the end of the next lap now, right on the back, or just closing this gap to the leader, I mean.
Good lap, that's your fastest lap so far today.
Down into turn one, we are closer than the last lap, really closing on the exit of one. Do we have a shot to make a move here into a braking zone? Oh, we clip the grass a bit, looking to the outside of the race leader, not going to be there. He gets a little sideways up ahead, we're looking down the inside, not going to be there. On the curbing, really just trying to make whatever we can happen. Not close enough to make a move there. Just going to be trying to close this gap back up again. I mean, not much we can do but close after that contact, as you heard there. 4 minutes remain here in this 15-minute race. We are really aggressive through the corner though. We don't have to lift off now, looking for the lead, heading into the final corner. Can we take the lead? They are squeezing us all the way to the grass. Into the final corner, we're going to send it in deep, push out wide, and the leader just had to back out of that. But we are into the lead here with 3.5 minutes left at Oulton Park. We skip ahead yet again to the end of the next lap, and we have that second place driver really just kind of giving us some pressure here. We're just checking everything with the car right now. Just trying to make sure he can't close. 1 minute left here in this race as we come up to the final lap. Just need to be perfect here. Cannot let him close the gap on us. Down into the braking zone for turn 1. We did mess up the gears. Accidentally went down to second. Luckily, it didn't spin us out. Now, just gotta be perfect through this section. It's gonna be tough. I am prone to mistakes here, especially through these 2 corners.
2 lengths back.
We go a little bit wide. Got on the bumps. Luckily, it didn't unsettle the car too badly. We are really pushing here on this final lap, trying to not let second place get around us. Lucky to not have to slow down after that. Only a couple more corners to go and we'll come home with our first victory here in the Ginetta Juniors Championship.
It's now or never, mate.
Pushing as hard as possible here on this final lap. 1 more corner to go. We're going to defend. Just try and break anything. Final corner. Just got to take it calm. He's not close enough. He tried a last second send off the final corner and down the main straightaway. We're going to win at Oulton Park in the first race of our career. And it got close. He was gaining there on the final straightaway, but it just wasn't enough for him. And you see, we're going to celebrate here, sliding the car out on purpose, and we're going to get grass. And we're going to go for a spin here on the cool down lap. Actually, just missed the barriers. But that gave me the idea. We're going to do a burnout against the barrier here. And you can see just how happy I was here to get this first win. In the career mode. It was definitely an interesting race, though. As well. We're still spinning out. We'll skip ahead to the end. So we're going to pull into the pit lane here to end this race, pull into our pit box, and we'll get to check out some of the results here.
Congratulations, that's your first ever career victory. Great job, great driving.
So we get the win over Tom Garton, Tom Corn in the 3rd spot. Our teammate Robert Ray down in the 8th spot. He struggled this race, it seemed. But it'll be interesting to check out how everything goes on along the season. As that'll be it for the first episode of the career mode, as we're just kind of skipping through the rest of this stuff. We'll see you in the next episode.